Okay, back exactly where I left off. I just had to turn the camera off for a second and turn it back on to make sure that no video was starting. And crap, what was I talking about? I think I was talking about, yeah, how I used to go to tournaments and stomp everyone, and everybody was like, how did you get so good all of a sudden? I mean, I already was good, but I really was learning a lot of new setups with certain characters. And I told them about the online emulation and, well, the online community, and I sent them the emulator, which was well, I don't know the exact version of Mame, but there were two different versions. You have the normal version, which didn't play SNK games like King of Fighters, Twinkle Star Sprites, SNK vs Capcom Chaos, and all those games. It only played CPS2 games, and I think some other arcade type game, but I don't remember. And they actually had a name. But anyway, so, and after a while, I discovered X-Men vs Street Fighter. Well, I didn't really discover that I had the PS1 version, which was very crappy and really not that good compared to the arcade version, which Mame uses. And I'm really into that game. I'm still actually in the game. It's one of the few fighters I actually consistently still play, which is Super Turbo and X-Men vs Street Fighter, and a little bit of Vampire Savior. Vampire Savior didn't really have much of a community back then on the Mame servers, but there were like a few good players. But yeah, so yeah, I really got into X-Men vs Street Fighter. I tried to recruit some online friends I had to the game, and they really liked it too. Especially the 2v2 mode. I had a lot of fun with that. It was really laggy for me because, as I said, I live in Europe, and playing on an American server, the latency was quite high. But we still had fun. And we actually did get better at the game. I really started to open up to it, and around that time, I was thinking about switching over to arcade stick, which I actually did. I went to the type of site we have here. It's called Marktplaats. It's like Craigslist. I was looking for an arcade stick, and I saw this guy selling a Namco stick. I went to SRK, made a topic about it, and SRK is Shuriken.com. It's a site for fighting games. And I asked if this was a good stick for beginners. I wasn't like a real beginner to the game, to arcade sticks, because I used to play the arcade like when I was on vacation in Italy or America back in the day. So I wasn't too unfamiliar with them. But yeah, I never really owned one at the time. Oh wait, I think I owned the Super Nintendo arcade stick, but you can't really compare it to that. But anyway, so yeah, I started learning how to play on arcade stick. It basically took me a day for Alpha 3 and X-Men vs Street Fighter. It really didn't take as long as I thought. Like, I started in the morning, like maybe 9 AM. Around 3 PM, I wasn't really used to it. I kept pulling off combos consistently, pulling off FSM combos consistently. And yeah, then after that I was starting to play on offline, like X-Men vs Street Fighter and Alpha 3 console again, because I didn't own a converter yet. So I went to Marktplaats, which as I said is like Craigslist. I looked for a PlayStation 2 PC USB converter, and I found one. It was a cheap one, but for the time oh crap, it wasn't bad. The delay it had was not even noticeable or non-existent. After the years when the PS3 came out, and I did it as a converter for my PS3, so I could use my custom Famitsu stick for Tekken 6. Then I noticed it had a delay. So it doesn't have the delay when you use it on the PC, but if you use it on the PS3, then it was really noticeable. So maybe it wasn't like a bad stick, but back converter. But it wasn't made for the PS3, so obviously it was gonna have problems. So yeah, I was training offline till I got the converter. Then I went online, and yeah, things got a lot better. Especially with Stormray Magneto combos, which are quite, well, they're not super complicated, but they involve a lot of button presses. A sequence you need to repeat for Magneto's ROM. And, well, they're not... Ah, crap. They're not undoable on the controller. It just takes a lot more effort. Like, there's a player called Fnatic. He plays Morpheus Capcom 2 on a pad. He's really good. Very top tier player. I don't know if he plays Morpheus Capcom 3 with a pad. I don't know, but maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't, I don't know. Maybe I have to look that up. But he plays Morpheus Capcom 2 with a controller. And yeah, he's a very top tier player. Always ranks well in tournament in the old Renbuts they had at I want to say Family Fun Arcade, but I don't know. Don't quote me on it. But I'm fairly sure it was Family Fun Arcade. It used to have weekly Renbuts. But they also had Third Strike Renbuts, but I'm not a fan of Third Strike. I'm not even a fan of the whole Street Fighter 3 series. But I always used to watch. I mean, you used to play on the arcade, which obviously uses arcade sticks. But then I found out that on the Dreamcast version, you use a controller. And, well, it skills the same. Although I maybe want to say his skills are a bit better with the controller. But, I don't know, it was a long time ago, these Renbuts, and... Oh, okay, they're comboing me now. And I want to get wombo combo, so I'm gonna take my distance. Especially since I'm poisoned. You know what? Unfortunately, yeah, and then I always played Morpheus Capcom 2 as well, but no competition at all. None of my friends played it, so I was basically playing for myself. So when the 360 version was announced, it really made my day the moment they announced it. It's gonna be in HD, which means better high definition graphics. Yeah, I was really psyched. I got it on day one, and because of all the experience I had compared to most people who were on it, I was really stomping. I used teams like... I always used to play Clockwork. That's one of my first teams. And I also play... I want to say Team Watts. Yeah, I think it was Team Watts, which is basically Spiral, Blackheart, and Cable. Spiral is like one of the best batteries in the game. And Spiral and Blackheart have this chipping mechanic, well, gameplay to them, and yeah, I really like trapping teams like Clockwork. It really spoke to me the first time I saw him play. I started playing it, trying to team out, and I liked it. I also played a little bit of MSP, which is Magneto, Sentinel, and Psylocke. Also played Sentinel, which is on Team Clockwork. But most of the time I switched Sentinel for Cable, because I wasn't really good with Sentinel back then. I'm still actually not really good with Sentinel. And Cable was not that hard. Once you get Tiger Kneeing down, which is the Tiger Knee motion, you basically have everything you need to know with Cable. Do your basic Magic Series combo into Tiger Knee Hyper Fight grab, and just keep doing it over for damage. Really easy damage. Only problem with the team is Strider and Doom. The chipping trap they have, it costs a lot of super bars themselves, so And then you have Cable, who is also a character that's very bar. Well, he's not bar dependent, but he uses a lot. And so they didn't mix really well together, but it was okay. Well, the way I played it, it was okay because Cable has a strong keep away game, a strong shipping game on its own, even without having any bars. And after this monster, I'm going to have to shut the video off and then turn it back on. And I'll see you guys at the next parts.